Agnes, tell me, what is troubling you?
Nothing is troubling me. After all, Mr. Leeford, my father would kill you. He would.
Have you ever actually killed anyone?
I strangled a man once in Cadiz, but he was a wretched liar.
He carries your friendship. I'm carrying your child.
I can't marry you. I'm still married.
Your father goes to Rome to follow money. The only answer is to follow your father.
If anything should happen to me, and it won't, I know it won't. Agnes, the child.
It's very unusual, this will of yours, isn't it?
The will and the letter tell you everything. The lawyer has a copy.
What lawyer?
I can't. It isn't in me. It isn't in me. Both an happy and a sad event, are you, Sally?
Sad on both counts. One died and the other lived. Oliver Twist. Heaven help him.
Look back once more, you'll turn into a block of salt.
She's there. Down there. I know she is. She's alive. Her baby is born.
Oh, it's no good, Mr. Bumble. He won't take the gruel. And the gin's not working.
Perhaps it's working too well.
You know, we'll have to find him a wet nurse with some milk left. Perhaps the twins will oblige.
No, Brownlow. No.
Come on, let me pass.
I've told you before, this is what becomes of being good. No good ever comes of it.
I am not a good man. Please. Carriage ready, Mrs. Bedwin?
It is.
Thank you.
Good men ride off into the night. They ride blindly. Sensible men wait until morning and know where they are going. I know I cannot stop you, although why you will need her likeness, I do not know.
Time pessima paratus esto. Family motto, prepare for and fear the worst. Don't wait up.
Well, good luck.
Luck is for those who lack resolve.
He's not like most men in their middle years, is he?
But it ain't fair to jump the queue, Mrs. Mann. These women are so starved.
They ain't got no milk of their own, you know that. And what about the milk of human kindness, Mary? That's straight up as well.
Well, shame on you. When this poor orphan, young Oliver Twist here, has lost his very own mother. Lost, as in gone, forever. Not as in God love me, where did I lay him down last?
So she won't be as upset as these women, will she? What with her having gone forever?
Oh, I don't know, I really do not. It's not as if I ask a favour for me. For me does not want a favour. It's here. He wants the favour.
And could you tell old Bumble to stop looking through the cracks in the door?
No, I'm not.
Look at our breasts. That's what he's been doing.
I haven't. I'm miles away from the door.
Mr. Bumble!
I weren't looking. Heaven forbid, Mrs. Mann, heaven forbid. I was merely listening, waiting to be of assistance.
There are too many deaths. And the young and the stout die all faster than the sick and the old. And I wish it were a mystery, but it isn't.
Oh, you're a deep-thinking woman, Mrs. Mann, and a kind one, too. Yes.
Mrs. Mann! Oh, Mrs. Mann! This is the happiest day of my life!
Can you remember any of the others?
Hanging on the wall, 6 green bottles hanging on the wall.
Father,
6 green
that's the
bottles
cottage again.
hanging on the wall.
This isn't
and
Wales.
if one green bottle should accidentally fall.
Father!
Mr. Fleming!
Gently, yeoman.
The trouble is, Edward, I know you're right. You are right. They're still alive. I know they are. Perhaps we should go back to the cottage.
Oh, no. I'm not going back to that cottage. I'm never going to do anything like that ever again. And don't forget her younger sister. She'll recognize me. See, I'm the bogey. I'm the devil. And I'm not frightening anyone else ever again. Especially myself. Mother, we've done our best, or our worst. But now we should go home.
We haven't got a home to go to.
Hasn't stopped us before. And the will still provides us with £600 a year, Mother. Each. That's £12 a week.
Not enough.
Every year.
And how many years would that number for me? I cannot lie about my age when the devil comes calling at my door. The devil doesn't care. And I don't want my money to come trickling to me like the drip of a tap. I want it now!
I wouldn't know how to spend £12 a week.
You will. And don't smile.
I'm not smiling.
You are inside.
I ain't stealing, I wouldn't steal off a dead man. This is my saddle, it is.
You've got nothing to worry about. Have you? Do you know this young lady?
Oh, he cries too much. Sometimes I'm a mind to think it's all sorrow. But there's nothing and nobody for him here. He has to be baptised, Mr. Bumble, brought before the board and taken to the baby farm. But I am so busy here, so very busy. You couldn't organise that, could you, Mr. Bumble? If somebody was to ask.
As you know, I have been happy to oblige, but to go to the board about a baby and a baptism to boot. Although, of course, I will be at your service, Mrs. Mann.
Just the basic half-baptism, I take it, Bumble, so you can farm him out.
As much though I enjoy the ceremony of a longer length, curate, greatly though it makes me feel even closer to my Lord Saviour, joyous though the full baptismal sentiments are, yes.
Godparents? No, of course not. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Ghost, I baptize thee, Oliver, any middle name?
Yeah, no.
Twist.
I thought of that name, you know. His name, Oliver Twist.
Sad.
What? What? A baby? What baby? I can't eat and listen, Bumble. Not at the same time. Not anymore.
Not now, Bumble. Not here, not ever. The clerk. That's what it's here for. Clerking.
Has Bumble had a baby? With someone?
you want to tell me what happened, Rose? No, of course you don't. Proposition for you, Mr.
Bignell.
Mr. Bignell. It's about young Rose.
Man, come on. How much longer? Don't look at me. Look at the writing, the words. Hear that? Hear that? We'll be crying for hours now. Hours!
It's him turning the pages.
I have never heard such loud page-turning in all my life.
The Beaton Country Workhouse, proprietor Mrs. Patricia Corney, young babies and children up to the age of 9.
Yes?
It's full.
It can't be full. The children don't live long enough for it to be full. Not enough of them, anyway. Sadly.
Sadly.
Indeed. Sadly, and they've got a couple of deaths coming on, as I hear.
So, come on. Do a docket. That's what you do, don't you? Do dockets. And when you've done a docket, there'll be a death. And then there will be room for him.
No, I don't do dockets. Mr. Dodds does dockets, and Mr. Dodds gone down with a dreadful dose of dysentery, and it could be days before Mr. Dodds will do another docket again. And he'll have to be baptised first.
I knew that.
Mr. Brownlow will see you shortly, Mrs. Leeford.
Say nothing, deny everything.
Mrs. Mann! I have it, Mrs. Mann. I have it! I have it, Mrs. Mann. I have it. I have got it. I have done it. I have the docket. Oliver Twist, the baby who murdered Sleep, he is no more. Not here. Here he no more is.
Doesn't boast, Mr. Bumble. It has taken 3.5 weeks.
Oh, but the death they were waiting on would not die, and the child lingered on. Oh, how he lingered on. From this day forth, young Master Twist will take his place.
Oh, what a shame. And I'd finally grown so fond of him.
I thought it custom for a gentleman to rise when a lady enters the room, Mr. Brownlow.
It is. Brownlow.
Right. I see.
The last will and testament of Edwin Charles Leeford.
I'm in charge. I walk in front.
That's 7 inns we've gone past. 7.
Mrs. Corney! It's the beetle!
Mrs. Corney, Mom!
Oh, no! Bertha's miniature will find. Mr. Bumble! What a lovely surprise! My, oh, my.
And, of course, there are great complexities caused by the terms of the will. Leeford's untimely death and then the sudden disappearance of his common-law wife.
His young hussy.
However, the second child, the newborn child, if alive...
My husband. Did you hear that, Mr. Brownlow? For that is what he still was when he died. My husband. had so little confidence in the common decency of the child that woman was carrying that he created the most ridiculous clauses and caveats if that child was born a boy. Does that sound like the rational thoughts of a sane man? He went mad and then he died. Unfortunately for myself and my son, in between times he made a will. What could he have been thinking of when he put so many lunatic obstacles in the way of a child before the child was even born?
Well, I think I know what or who he was thinking of. Why he was worried about a second son, don't you, Edward? Yes, contest the will by all means, Mrs. Leeford, but you do realize that during that time, and neither yourself nor your son will be in possession of your £600 a year.
You still haven't told me how long you intend to search for this missing woman and her missing son, because the day will have to come when you give up this oh-so-valiant search. No child, no mother. And he will then inherit. So, how long will you search?
Well, until the missing child of Agnes Fleming and Edwin Leeford would come of age and will be 21.
What? What? 21? 21? We're going to lose. We've lost.
I know.
Everything was perfect. Perfect. Except for you.
Mother, I have £600 a year. All I want to do is to go home. I give in. I give up. £600 a year. Thank you. I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to go now. Right now.
I, too, accept the conditions of the will.
You. If I should...
Adopt the instincts of a mother, Mrs. Leeford, and follow your son.
Well, I'll eat my head.
Now, don't be offended by what I'm going to say, Mr. Bumble, but you've had a long walk. Or I could mention it. But will you take a little drop of something, Mr. Bumble?
Not a drop, not a drop.
I will. Just a little drop.
A drop of what, Mrs. Corney?
Just a drop of something what I'm obliged to keep in the house to put in the infant stuffy when they ain't feeling well, Mr. Bumble. It's gin. I'll not deceive you, Mr. B. It's gin. And it's in there.
And I make no apology, Grimwig. The only person I should apologize to is Leeford, and I can't do that. You know, one of the last things he said to me, he asked me why I didn't stop his marriage to her. And I should have done. He was a mere boy of 17, for goodness sake. You know those immortal words at a wedding?
I'm sorry, my love, I've changed my mind.
I should have spoken up. I should have said, whatever it is you say to stop a wedding. And I didn't. Because that's not me, is it?
It didn't used to be.
Edward.
I'm going away. Where you can't find me. Where no one will find me. Then I'll be me. Not yours. Not what people know. What think they know about me. That's all I want. I
don't want any more.
Oh, you'll want more. You will. You'll want more and more. And then you'll come back to me. I haven't finished yet.
I must be on my way, Mrs. Corney. Back amongst my many duties, putting down somewhere on the floor. I know you'll be like a mother to him, my dear good woman. I can feel it. He's in safe hands with Oliver Twist. Yeah.
You can depend on me, Mr. Bumble. Bye, safe journey. Pompous, stupid, fat fool. Bye-bye, dear Mr. Bumble. Fun goodbyes.
Goodness, is that you, Mr. Bumble, sir?
Wash as many as you can.
My heart alive, and what can we do for you today, Mr. Bumble?
The child, Oliver Twist, is soon to be 9, Ma'am. You have to have him back in the big house. It's the law, Ma'am.
Why, Oliver? Did you hear that? You're to leave us. Oh, what heartbreak.
Uh-oh, Tom. Just one last scrub.
You're an horrible baby. Horrible.
Mr. Bumble?
Every...
My, what a pretty boy. Underneath.
Sally, have you seen Mrs. Mann? Sally, for God's sakes, good. Mind the boy. Must attend the ball. Sally, it's Oliver Twist. You remember him?
No. I don't remember that person. You cried a lot. Cried. Oh.
Well, you've outgrown all expectations, Oliver, and by a full 9 years.
Out of the board, boy. Out of the board. Not the table board, boy, the board.
Name, boy? What's your name?
Oliver Twist, sir.
Huh? Speak up, you little fool. Mr. Vineridden is deaf. Boy, listen to me, boy. You know you're an orphan, I suppose.
What's an orphan, sir?
The boy is a fool. I told you he was. An orphan has no mother or father. You're an orphan. And you've been brought up at our expense, boy, by the parish for having no mother or father.
I know I have no mother or father, sir. I just didn't know what it was called.
Yes, well, go away and say your prayers every night like a Christian.
And make you a fool of a boy, that you pray for the kind people that feed you and take care of you.
And educate you.
And teach you a useful trade. Which means you'll begin to pick oakum at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. You'll like that. What are you doing still here? I'll tell you this, gentlemen, and I'll tell it to you for free. These new poor laws will be the making of the peasant classes. We've been here all these years, and we've seen what the workhouse has become to the lower classes. A regular place of public entertainment, am I right? Of course. But not anymore, no. For now, even I have given these laws. We are the fellows who set this to right. We'll put an end to their fun and games. They haven't been put on the earth for fun and games.
For health and strength and food to eat, we give thee thanks, Amen.
Yes, it is. To me. Not one, but two. That's what we want. 2 bowls of gruel. And another lump of bread. My father, when I had father, owned a cook shop. Ham, beef, chicken and pies. I'm not used to this sort of thing. And I'm afraid, some night soon, I might happen to eat the boy that sleeps next to me. So what are we going to do? Now.
For health and strength and food to eat, we give thee thanks, amen.
Please, sir. I want some more.
What?
Please, sir. I want some more.
Bumble!
I'll give you more, you wicked boy!
Mr. Lincoln, begging your pardon, sir, begging your pardon. But Oliver Twist here has asked for more.
For more? He asked for more after he had eaten his supper. Compose yourself, Bumble, and talk, man.
He did, sir. He did. Never in all my...
That boy will be hung. I know that boy will be hung. You will be hung, boy. You do know what being hung is, don't you, boy?
Let me out!
Over 2 months, and still nobody wants him? Not even for £5? I never.
I have a suggestion.
You can't hang a boy, Flinders, because nobody'll buy him.
Not yet. But I suggest we send him to sea, gentlemen. In a boat, unfortunately. A small, leaking trading vessel, bound for some unhealthy port in a foreign land.
Bumble, come here. Bumble, make some inquiries, if you would, down at the quayside. See if some sea captain or other...
And don't be choosy.
See if he wants a cabin boy.
A boy with no friends or family. No one to shed a tear of sorrow when he's lost at sea.
I have taken the measure of the 2 women who died last night, Mr. Bumble.
Make your fortune, Mr. Sowerberry, make your fortune.
Think so? The prices allowed by the board are very small.
So are the coffins these days. By the by, Mr. Sowerberry, I couldn't help noticing you were, you don't know anybody that wants a boy, do you? Liberal terms, Mr. Sowerberry, liberal terms.
What's the boy like? Ah, the pretty one. Oh, yes.
What are you crying for? I'm a very little boy, sir. And it's so...
So what?
so lonely, sir. It's so lonely.
Dear me, dear me. What use will he be, No use at all, that's what he'll be. Look at him, look at him. He's far too small.
Oh, he'll grow, Mrs. Sowerberry. He'll grow.
I dare say he will, on our victuals and our drink. There's no saving in parish children, you know. Always costs more to keep than they're worth. However, as we know, men always think they know best. Get downstairs, little bag of bones. Has the dog been back yet, Charlotte? Right. Give the boy some of those cold bits I was saving for him. Go on.
It's over there, workhouse. Why, miss? Because that's where the dog always sits.
Are you done? Well, come with me. I'll show you your bed. Your bed's there, under the counter. You don't mind sleeping with the coffins, do you? Of course you don't. You're from the workhouse, same difference.
Open the door, will ya? You the new boy? Bet you are. How old are you?
9, sir.
And I'll whop you when I get in. You just see if I don't, you workhouse brat. I'll whop ya.
And he will. Beg your pardon, sir. Did you want a coffin, sir?
Don't cut jokes with your superiors, workhouse. I'm Master Noah Claypole, and you're under me, and I've got parents.
Noah? I saved a nice bit of bacon for you from the master's plate. Hope you're hungry. You better hurry, though. He'll be back soon.
I ain't finished with you yet, workhouse. Oh, no, I haven't. I'm only just starting.
I know.
One coffin and a parochial funeral. Afterwards. Though deserve it, they do not.
Few of us deserve to die, Mr. Bumble, but we all do.
We only heard of the family the night before last. Sudden application to send the parochial surgeon to see a woman as was very bad. The surgeon's out to dinner, but his prentice, very clever lad, sent him some medicine in a blacking bottle straight away, there and then.
Ah, there's promptness.
Promptness indeed. And what happened? She shan't take it. Good, strong, wholesome medicine, as was given to 2 Irish labourers and a coal heaver not a week before, sent for nothing in a blacking bottle, and she shan't take it. Now she's dead. We've got to bury the ungrateful woman, and the sooner the better.
Oliver? Oliver? The sooner this job's done, the better. Noah? You come with me. You look as though you need some fresh air. Although it won't be fresh air when we get there. Look after the shop. Commiserations, here to measure.
Nobody shall go near her.
I have to. I don't want to, but I have to.
I tell you, she was starved to death, and she died in the dark. Neither fire nor candle. In the dark. She called out her children's names, but she couldn't see their faces. And I swear it by the God that saw it. They starved her. They starved her.
What are you thinking about, Oliver?
My mother.
Did you? What do you know about your mother?
Nothing.
My dear.
What?
Nothing, my dear, nothing. I only wanted to ask your advice.
Don't ask me. Don't consult me. I'm nobody. Ask somebody else. I know nothing.
It was only about young Twist, my dear. I've been watching him. He's a very good-looking boy, that, you know. There's an expression of melancholy in his face which is most unusual. He would make the most delightful mute, my love. It would be very new to have a mute in proportion, as it were. It would have the most superb effect.
Well, why didn't you think of it before, then?
Ready, workers? 1, 2, 3, go! Leave him alone? Huh. I'm doing him a favour. Everybody else has left him alone long enough. His mother and father left him alone. His relations left him alone. His friends never come to call. Now, that's being left alone. Eh, workhouse? Eh, workhouse?
As through the street she goes with the barrow as she pass, soliciting the customers to buy her precious artichokes and cauliflowers are mine. Buy a thing, they are the finest of the sort that
That is brilliant idea. Brilliant. Why didn't I think of it?
I don't know, my dear. You should have done. You're a Christian. That's what I would do if I was a Christian. Go down there, go to the town, go to the church, look at the records, the baptisms. You do remember the date, don't you?
I'll never forget it.
But you are. You are one of the most intelligent men I have ever met. Yes, you, Mr. Fagin.
That's why you found me, my dear. My reputation goes before me. No written references, of course.
How is it that you're here?
Because I'm not allowed to be anywhere else, my dear. Because of what we are, my dear.
What are you? Well, I will. I'll go there straight away. Well, tomorrow. If he's alive, I'll find him.
And I'll educate him, as we agreed. At the price we agreed.
We agreed. My mother was right. I do want more.
Oh, Nancy's giving Catan. Bill must be about his business tonight.
As I lay upon my bed, I dreamed I was an apple red. If a worm to watch.
No fear of a collection today, Nancy.
The great Levinsky is playing the Theatre Royal Drawing. Ha-ha! And now for my next trick.
Nancy's getting to that age now, Bill. Isn't she?
Did you hide yourself in me?
I begged to do this. I've been here all these years, and all I wanted was... I begged Sowerberry.
Noah! Noah! Shop! Come on, the both of you. Now. Come along, Oliver. The clergy hate to be kept waiting.
Give yourself, boys.
I am the resurrection and the life, saith the Lord. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die.
Fill it up. Well, Oliver, how do you like it?
Fine, thank you. Not very much, sir.
Ah, well, you'll get used to it in time, Oliver.
Sowerberry!
No, I won't.
Bumble.
Ah, only one baptism on those days in question. A boy by the name of
Oliver Twist.
Workhouse? How's your mother? I said, how's your mother?
She's dead. You know she is.
What did she die of, Workhouse?
I don't know.
You're starting to snivel. There you are. What's brought that on?
Not you, don't think it.
Oh, it must be your mother, then. You know, Workhouse, you must know. Your mother was a regular right down baddin'. And it's a good thing she died when she did. Or else she'd have been doing hard labour. Or transported. Or hung. Like what you're gonna be. Oh, yeah. They'll hang you, Workhouse. With a mother like yours, they're bound to.
Oliver, you know this here voice, Oliver?
Yes, and let me out!
Aren't you afraid, sir? Ain't you a trembling as I speak, sir?
No! And I'm going to run away and go to London. I am!
He must be mad, Mr. Bumble. To speak like that to a man such as you.
That's not madness, Ma'am. That's meat.
What?
Meat, Ma'am. You've been giving him meat. Someone from the workhouse shouldn't have meat. If you kept the boy on gruel, this would never have happened.
I knew it! I knew it! I told Mr. Sowerberry so. This is what becomes of being liberal.
There's only one thing to be done now that I know of, and that is to leave him in there for a few days. Starve the meat out of him. Then get the master to thrash him. Thrash the badness out of him.
Let me out!
Yes, can I help you?
You were right. That boy will hang.
I believe you have a child apprentice here by the name of Oliver Twist.
Oh, if you want him, he's downstairs. You can do with him whatever you want.
Kill him.
He's... Did you say...
What have I told you about kindness,
Is that the best you can do? He's this big. He's got fair hair.
Very fair hair.
Excuse me?
And he said he was going to run away and go to London.
One penny a square, that's all. A penny a square. It removes wine stains, fruit stains, beer stains, paint stains, even blood stains. Makes them vanish.
Does it really?
Even works on tear stains. But the others don't. I mean, what do they expect for a penny a square? Running away, are you? I did that. Too many blood stains that nothing could remove. And it worked out fine for me. Bye, young lad. Good luck. And God bless you. I know we will.
Nobody has ever said that to me before.
You see? God works in mysterious ways. Wondrous to behold.
You should not have been born. You should not have been born. You should not have been born.
Let's run to London. You have to find him.
It's all right. We'll find him. We'll find him. I know just the boy to find him.
on you go!
Hello, my old Covey. What's the row? Down to London, are you?
Isn't West London?
Nah, this is Barnet. You, got a name, have you, Morris?
It isn't Morris. It's Herbert West. Is your name Morris?
No, my son. My name's Jack. They call me the Dodger. Don't know why. As it happens, I've got to go back to London tonight. So, tell you what, you want some place to sleep? Bet you do to stay here. I know a respectable old gentleman what will give you lodgings for nothing and never ask for change. He'll show you a few tricks too. Stick with me, my boy.
Make sure I pull out your boat inside. I might need it for the crossing. And see if the Rose's valise is secured. Yes, ma'am. You make sure she eats properly, Mrs. Brody.
I don't want to go. Now I'm going. I know I'll miss you.
Nonsense, my dear Rose. I was 17 when I first went to Paris, and I remember not wanting to go either, and I thought I'd miss people too. Didn't.
Oh, take care now. Keep out of the draft. Oh. Thank you, Mrs. Brownlow.
Bye.
Safe journey.
Is this the right decision?
Rose is far too young to fall in love. Best away from him. Even for a month.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Now then, there's two of you. Who's the other one?
And your pal?
Where's he from?
Greenland. Now then, again.
Come in, Slam.
Right, Master Twist. Meet the great Levinsky.
Pleased to meet you, Oliver Twist.
Just to save you time when you go to bed, myself.
Hey. Well, we're very glad to meet you, Oliver. Yeah, very glad, my dear.
How did you know it was going to be me?
Oh, well, it's London, isn't it? You know, I mean, everyone knows everything in London. Not like the countryside where nobody knows nothing. They're all moon rakers in the countryside, Oliver. See the moon reflected in a pond, and then they try and rake it. Georgia, the sausages are ready. So's the coffee. Charlie, get the gin and hot water. You, draw up a tub near the fire for young Oliver here. A glass of gin, my good fellow. Come on, Charlie.
What, you never had gin before? Of course you have. You were a baby once, weren't you? Hey, here's to our new best friend, Mr. Oliver Twist. Long may he stay our friend, and our benefactor even. Of course, you should know this, Oliver, my dear, and I mean, it's only fair. You should know this from the start. The only way to escape me now is to have me hunk. Hunk! And you wouldn't have that, would you, my dear?
Oh, no, sir. I would never.
Nor would anyone else here, for they would not be allowed. Well, and bed, eh? So pleasant. Quiet night at the office then, was it, girls, eh? Yeah.
What is it, Johnny?
Bill, busy tonight, Nance. Debbie, our new friend, Master Oliver Twist. Yeah, tell him, take a seat, Hey?
Shut up, then.
Tell the sweet boy of your good fortune, of those happy days when I taught you almost everything you know, everything that is that a mere man could teach you.
Yeah, you take no notice of him, you little pippin. We'll tell you what really happened when we were... How old are you?
9, miss.
We call me miss. Oh, I like this boy, no I am.
Hey, call me miss. Go on, say it. Miss Bet. Miss Bet.
That's it in a nutshell. That's how you deal with paupers. You give the paupers exactly what they don't want, and they get tired of coming back. But them's official secrets, ma'am. Not to be spoken of, except, may I say, amongst parochial officers like ourselves. I'm doing my best, Mrs. Mann.
Oh, I know you are, Mr. Bumble. It was very kind of you to think of me in my... I knew when the last portrait arrived. I knew then that I'd never see him alive again. I don't know what it was. Called it a woman's instinct. Letter he sent was cheerful enough.
So sad indeed, Mrs. Mann. So near to his retirement, too. So near to spending the last and the best years of his life. Nestled in the warmth of your... Sat by your side at the side of a glowing fire. But, my goodness, sad though his loss was, he certainly left you well provided for.
Oh, there's more, Mr. Bumble. In the bedroom.
Yes, in the bedroom. "27 years, Mr. Bumble. And I haven't seen him for the last 14, apart from 2 nights, one wet winter in Woolwich, the side of a ship. Side of his ship? In a hotel, Mr. Bumble. A hotel. But it has been a solitary fate. And at the end of it all, I'm left here a widow with 3 kids. Oh, no, Mrs. Mann, yours are this is a palace of treasures. Your eyes are deceiving you, I fear. Still in all, I'm sure we all of us have a great deal to be grateful for. A great deal, if we did but know it. Yes, we do have a great deal to be grateful for, and we should know it. And sad though your loss is, Mrs. Mann, it must not make you hard-hearted. Not a woman with a heart such as yours, Mrs. Mann. Are you hard-hearted? Dear me, what a very curious question from a single man, Mr. Bumble. Whatever would you want to know for? Mr. Bumble, I shall scream.
Old Sally's going fast.
But give us something to drink. Well enough in her life, it seems appropriate for her passing, for God's sake.
She's had a drink, mistress, but she's got something to tell you, and only you, which she said you must hear. Something which she says you'll be very glad to know, mistress.
Wait here till I come back. Don't you dare go away. Oi!
Take a boozy. Come away, fellow sailors, come away, your anchors be weighing, with no delay.
Thank you, miss. Miss.
Joy stealing.
Let's, before you go, put young Oliver in the best room, the one with the view. All right? Take your time, boys. Hey, sip, don't swallow. Charlie, Dodger, stay on the lay outside. I'm expecting a visitor, the Duke of Clarence. Yeah. I'll send all of you. God love me, bet, here's me giving you money as well. Yeah, get one in for Nancy. She'll be along presently.
I know what you're thinking, Nancy.
Do you now?
Oh, yes, I always do.
You should be glad I do.
I was thinking that I ain't got nothing for Bill's supper and he's gonna kill me. Very good, Fagin.
How is Bill these days, eh? Still breaking before entering, eh, Nancy? With his old Jemmy and his little life preserver.
I don't want to go. I don't like drinking. Ask him how he is yourself, Fagin.
Bill, a treat, Bill. Such a treat.
What you up to, Fagin? Only you can afford to throw away any drink except water.
Whatever.
Get in here, do you hear?
What?
He's getting too proud to owe me in company, that dog is. I thought I'd find you in here with, that. Bad habits. Die hard, eh, Nancy? Still taking advantage, eh, Fagin? Still, ill-treating the boys. Still making promises you can't keep. I wonder they don't murder you, Fagin. I would if I'd have been your apprentice, you, toe rag, you.
You seem a touch out of humour tonight, Bill.
I want a drink. I've been working, but I don't want to drink here. And I'm hungry as well.
Oh, I got you a lovely supper, Bill. I was just telling Fagin the same. Really special.
Hey, your special visitor, was it then, Fagin? That mean we can go?
Bill Sykes ain't my special visitor. Although he often visits people late at night, and often unannounced.
Yeah. Go on, off you go. Go on. Go over palace.
Oh dear, my dear.
wouldn't tell anybody else this, but I've lost my looks. No, there was this mirror in this house tonight, and I looked in it.
Mm. Do you know what, Bill? You never had no looks to lose in the first place.
Hey! You know what, Nate? We'll be the death of each other.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't wait much longer. I am in mourning myself. Can't you see that? I've got something very important to attend to.
But Sally did say that if you knew
Yes,
you
when
would be
Sally
glad.
gets to heaven, she'll have a word with the good Lord on my behalf. Yes, yes. Look, you know, it's not part of my duty to see every single old woman in this house die in her bed. And I won't. I won't.
Who's there?
Hush, Sally. Lie down. Lie down.
I'll never lie down alive again. I will tell her. I will tell her. Come on, come here. Nearer, nearer. Down my way, away. Go on, out, out. Only the mistress must
But
hear.
I'm her best friend.
Wait outside now. And hurry. And close the door. Fully.
Now listen to me. In this very room, in this very bed, I nursed a pretty young thing. And she gave birth to a boy. And then she died of walking, she did. She died of walking. What year was that? Let me think.
Oh, no, never mind the year. What about the girl?
What about her? I know. I robbed her. She wasn't cold, and I stole it from her.
Stole what, Sally? What did you steal?
It was gold. It was gold. She kept it safe. It was tight in her hand. It was the richest gold.
Gold? What was it? Go on. Who was the mother? What year was it again?
She could have sold it. She could have lived. It must have meant so much to her.
What was it, for God's sake?
The boy. The boy?
Yeah, the boy. Yes, what was the boy's name?
They called him Oliver.
Twist? Oliver?
And the gold I stole was...
The gold? Yes.
It was in her hand. May God forgive me.
Tight in her hand. God forgive me too. Dead. Stone dead. Nothing to tell after all. Mr. Bumble. Oh, Mr. Bumble, be mine.
Stay by the boy's door. Make sure he doesn't arrive unannounced.
Gone, is it? That feeling you had?
I wasn't always like this, you know.
No, of course you weren't, my dear. Of course you weren't.
I was run over by a coach and horses when I was a child. Not that it matters to you. But I remember being very happy until then. I remember. But what matters to you is what I can give you. Now that you have given me the child.
It would be good to know that, because until then you can't take the child.
I don't want to take him. I don't want him.
You don't want him. Dead or alive, you don't want him. What do you want, Mr. Monks?
The boy.
But you just said you didn't want him. You want him, you don't want him. With matters such as this, you have to make up your mind.
Mm-hmm. The boy and the proof of his identity stand between me and more money than you have ever seen.
I've seen a lot of money, Mr. Monks. I've seen it come and seen it go.
I will give you £600.
I can't think what I would have to do for that sum of money.
The boy, if he is...
Why don't you just, not here, of course, and don't ask me to do it, but why don't you just kill him?
I cannot. I could not kill anyone. I knew that 9 years ago. I know it still. He must be destroyed.
When a dog is destroyed, it is killed. Old dogs, young dogs.
He must be disgraced. Seen to be disgraced.
And by whom, my dear, must he be seen?
Morning. Morning, morning, morning.
What's got into him?
Oh, well.
Awake at last.
Couldn't sleep any longer, sir. But I was really tired. I had a very deep sleep. I don't think I ever had such a deep sleep, sir.
Good. Are you sure you didn't wake in the night at all, boy? Not even once. Speak out, boy.
No, sir. No, indeed I did not. Upon my word.
Well, fancy that. Must have been me. Must have dreamt it. Oh, there you are, you see, Oliver. You're in my dreams already. Go on. Go on. Dodger. Charlie. Oh, my boys.
Time for young sleepyhead here to pad the hoof, see the sights, take a tour, get him acquainted, yeah. Why don't you start down Pentonville way? Do you good, Oliver? Nice long walk, play a few games. Who knows, you might even sleep better tonight.
I couldn't sleep any better than I did last night, sir.
Come on. Charlie.
What are you doing?
Playing our first game, Oliver. Blind man's buff.
Not doing much walking, are we?
No. Now then, Morris. What's the matter?
I know him.
Do you?
Yeah. He's soft.
What are we doing?
Walking. That's what you wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, see that? He's a thief. You've just been robbed, mister.
Yeah, I saw him.
Stop! Thief!
Sister boys.
Yes. I'm afraid this is the boy.
You're afraid? It's him that should be afraid. He should be terrified.
Well, I think he already is. Thank you. And he's hurt himself.
I done that, sir. I myself. I did it. I'll give him a right muzzler.
Out the way, stand aside, out the way. Come on, young gallows, get up.
Careful, careful.
It wasn't me, sir. It wasn't. There was two other boys.
Excuse me, don't hurt him.
Oh, no, I wouldn't dream of hurting him. You got legs, lad. Stand up on them.
I said, don't hurt him. If you wouldn't mind.
I did it. That was me.
A young man came from Tottenham upon a market day. There he met with a bonny lass, clothing all in grey. Her journey was to London with buttermilk and whey. She come down, down, and down, and down. She come down, down, and down. Godspeed, Fleming,
Here, Fagin, Fagin. Fagin, there's that boy of mine. Sweet pimpin' of a boy has it today.
Learning, matey. Learning lessons. You'll never forget.
I'll teach that boy a thing or two.
And as they walked together, even side by side,
what's coming to him. Better off dead.
Fagin, what are you drinking?
To success, I hope, my dear.
Am I? Sorted. Well and truly sorted. That body's so green. He's down in the office now getting charged. The gent's with him. Well, I know what I'm doing today.
And when they came unto the place upon the grass so green, the family spread her legs abroad, the young man fell between.
Never, my dear. You wanted the boy shamed, eh? Disgraced. And you wanted the man concerned to know of the situation. Well, you'll find the boy and the man in question at Clerkenwell Magistrates' Court, with the boys being charged with common theft from the very man himself.
I was told you were good. They said you were clever. I wanted to thank you.
You know how to thank me.
I will.
But when, my dear? Now would be good. Soon would be acceptable. Where are you going? Hey, don't be seen too near the boy. Let justice take its course.
I'm going to... somewhere else.
Listen to me. I made the promise, you made the promise, I kept my promise.
I'll keep mine. But it will take time. A little time. The boy is just a boy, without proof.
Get the proof. Get it soon and come back soon. Bring something in return. A down payment. After all, it would be dreadful if what was his name now, Mr. Brownlow, was to find out the awful truth.
My name and address, sir.
And who are you? Who's this fellow? Officer, what's this fellow charged with?
Excuse me?
Oh, he's not charged with anything, Your Worship. He appears against the boy.
Boy? What boy?
Is there a boy in there? Show me a boy! Show me a boy! I want to see a boy! Stand up straight, boy. That's better. Swear that one in. That one there.
Well, before I am sworn, let me tell you, it's no surprise to me if these are the standards...
Hold your tongue, sir, hold your tongue.
No, I will not. How dare you in your position?
Swear him in, shut him up, swear him, damn you.
No, I will not be sworn in, and I will not be sworn at. The boy has been hurt already, and I really fear that he is ill. Look at him.
Oh, yes, I dare say. Won't be sworn in, eh? That has to be an offence. What's your name, vagabond?
Water, please.
What's the scoundrel's name?
Disgrace, sir. The boy can be no more than 7.
I'm nearly 10.
Name, officer, name.
He said his name's Waters, sir. Ben Waters.
And I suppose he lives nowhere and has no parents.
That is true, sir.
The usual orphan stuff and nonsense.
This boy is ill, sir. You must stop this now.
I think he really is ill, Your Worship.
Nonsense. He's making a monkey out of you. Stand away from the rascal.
You'll fall down, you fool.
Let him fall if he likes. And that's another offence, calling me a fool. I know it is. Leave him! Let him lie there. He'll soon get tired of that. There's no one here from the newspapers, is there?
How do you propose to deal with this case, sir?
Summarily, the boy stands committed for 3 months hard labour, naturally. Clear the court.
Well, you must arrest me as well.
With pleasure, sir. Officer?
Stop! For heaven's sake, stop a moment.
No public allowed, not allowed. Turn him out, get him out. I'm not having any public in here. Clear the office.
I will not be turned out. I saw it all. I run the bookstall where the robbery took place. I tell you, I saw it all. And that wasn't the boy.
So why didn't you come here before?
I hadn't a soul to mind the shop. Everybody was running wildly after the boy. The wrong boy.
The boy is discharged. Clear the office.
Clear the court.
No.
Clear the court.
Damn you. Clear the office. You officers, clear the office.
Help!
Call a coach. Call a coach. Come on. Come on.
He's injured here, I think.
Dear boy. You see, in reality, I'm much more of a thief than you are. Oh, yes, I am. Because I took a book from that bookshop and I ran away. I did.
Brownlow and the boy. Brownlow and the boy. In court together, Brownlow prosecutes the boy for theft. Try and deny that, Brownlow! Oh. I think I'll have to sit down. I'm so excited. I'd have had the boy murdered myself. But I suppose someone in the family has to have some sensitivities. I always thought, when I was younger, that damn this old age, but I always thought that people died because they died. Their time had come and there was nothing they could do about it. I never believed that notion of having something to keep you alive, like desire. Love, revenge. But I do now. Oh, I do now.
But we still have to prove the boy is the boy, Mother.
The locket, Edward. The locket. Proof of identity, I've told you. Somebody somewhere down there must know where it is.
Well, I have been...
Mrs. du Maurier.
Mr. Temple. Dearest. Mr. Temple. My son and heir, Edward. You promised me Richmond Park, Mr. Temple. You said a drive through its delights. But we must hurry, for it will be dark soon. Although perhaps you might prefer the dark.
My carriage, as always, awaits you, ma'am.
You see, I've always needed just a little something more than revenge, Edward. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing all my best jewelry.
Mrs. du Maurier.
Dear, dear God, he's so ugly.
Dearest darling Agnes. who art in heaven.
I know. Another one. A good night's sleep and lots of hot soup when he wakes up should, Yes, and a wash and a change of clothes may have to come afterwards. He's not been here before, has he?
No.
No. It's funny, I keep feeling I've...
That wasn't fair, Fagin. I was in there with both of them.
Shut up! Where's Charlie got to, eh? I left messages, I said, be here.
I'll go down the Three Cripples if you want. Well, maybe the messages got waylaid. Or maybe he did, by those two little waylayers.
Oh, it's him and her, isn't it?
Oh, Bill, Nancy. Oh, what a fine sight. Yeah, fine sight.
Can I go now, then?
No. Oh, Bill, I see you've got something for me.
Yeah, you or someone who can give me a fairer price, Fagin.
Bill.
Fagin! That old fellow we followed, he's gone off with Oliver, and my life, it's an happy ending.
Who? Hey?
I think he might have taken him home with him.
How do you know that, idiot boy?
But that's what he does. He did it to me. He takes boys home with him.
Is this heaven?
Go to the gallows, Fagin! I will not go to the gallows! The gallows will not hold me. The gallows will not hold me! You fucking old about little thing!
Bill!
Why didn't you tell me?
Why didn't you ask? What was I to know, Fagin? You didn't tell me he'd be the one we were following. When I met him before, he was just the geezer and I was in the gutter. I was crying, all right? He stopped and asked why I was crying, and I told him about the man my mother was with. And how he used to hit me all the time for nothing. He took me home and gave me a bath, and some soup, and a nice bed, and then...
And then? What did you do then?
What happened then?
I robbed him. I stole a clock off the mantelpiece.
What are you going to do, Fagin? You talk about us. He knows you. He knows all about us. And I don't trust you to save anyone's life except your own. He's got to be taken care of. You must get hold of him somehow. Get up.
So what's it called? One of them thingies. Phil...
Philanderer.
A philanthropist.
It's hot.
So what do you say then, Nancy, my dear?
That it won't do. And I won't do it. There's no use trying it on.
There's something about the roused woman which few men like to provoke. Wouldn't you say, Bill?
She'll go, Fagin.
She won't, Fagin.
Yes, she will, Fagin.
Not as easy as you think. Fagin.
Nancy. You know the boy knows you, he likes you, you're his friend.
Even though you're a fine one for a child to make a friend of.
That's right, Bill. I'm one of those girls that does other things. I'm a girl that will do anything. I won't bring that boy back for you, Fagin.
Oh, come on, Fagin, let us go back to the Three Cripples.
Off you go, then.
Oh, come on. Did he say... He did, didn't he?
She'll do it, Fagin.
She won't, Fagin.
She should, Nancy.
She will.
There's only one way you'll make me do this, Bill.
Oh, no. As I was saying. She'll do it, Fagin.